Welcome to the video class of class 6 chapter ratio and proportion of mathematics. Today we will learn about a new concept, that is ratio. Okay, so it is quite new to all of you. So before knowing about ratio, we should know how to compare between two quantities. So in our daily life, many times we compare two quantities of the same kind. Suppose in a class, the number of boys is equal to 30 and number of girls is 24. So how can you compare between these two numbers? So we can say that the number of boys is 6 more than the number of girls. So the number of boys is 6 more than the number of girls. So this is one type of comparison by difference, because 6 is the difference of 30 and 24. Did you understand? So we compare between two quantities by two methods. One is by difference, another can you say that by division also. How? Suppose number of boys by number of girls. So 30 by 24, if you simplify it, you are getting 5 by 4. 5 by 4. So we can say that the number of boys is 5 by 4 times the number of girls. 5 by 4 times the number of girls. 5 is not the number of boys, or 4 is not the number of girls, but we are getting a simplest fractional form 5 by 4. So this is read as 5 is to 4, and this is called a ratio. This is called a ratio. So what is ratio? Ratio, I am write down the definition. Ratio is a comparison of two quantities in terms of how many times. How many times? That means it is a comparison of two quantities by the method of division. Let's take another example. Suppose father's weight is 75 kilogram. Okay, then suppose one child has Isha's weight is 25 kilogram. So how can you compare between their weight? So you can say that father's weight is 50 kilogram more than the weight of Isha. This is called by the difference method. In other words, we can say that by division also, father's weight 75 kilogram and Isha's weight is 25 kilogram. So if you divide, so 33 by 1, you are getting 3:1 or 3 times. So we can say that father's weight is 3 times the Isha's weight. Okay, 3 times. This is by division, and this is called the ratio. Did you understand? This is called the ratio. Okay, and I will, okay, say you, this is called the symbol of the ratio, colon. Okay, so colon is used to represent the ratio. So did you understand? So sometimes in some cases, okay, the ratio or the comparison by division makes better sense than the comparison by taking the difference. Suppose the cost of a bike is 50,000. Cost of a motorbike is 50,000 and cost of a car is 3 lakh. Cost of a car is 3 lakh. Then how can you compare? If you compare between by taking the difference, okay, we can say that the cost of a car is 2,50,000 more than the cost of the bike. But if you take the division method, it makes better sense. We can say that the cost of a car is 6 times the cost of a motorbike. Okay, so how to represent two quantities? So the quantities should be of the same kind. You cannot compare height with the age. Okay, so we have to compare between the two quantities of the same kind. Okay, so if A and B are two quantities of the same kind, then the ratio of A and B is written as A colon B, and it is read as A is to B. Keep in mind, both the quantities should be of the same unit. If they are not in the same unit, then you have to convert into same unit. Okay, so otherwise we cannot compare between these two quantities. So quantities should be of the same kind. Did you understand? Same kind and of the same unit. Okay, if they are not in the same unit, then you have to compare. Okay, convert into same unit. So if A and B are two quantities of the same kind, then the ratio of A and B is written as A is to B. Okay, so sometimes it is written also A by B, that is also A is to B. Okay, did you understand? Now take an example to understand ratio. Suppose in a class, I will earlier gave that example. Number of boys is equal to 30. Number of girls is equal to 24. So how to find the ratio of the number of girls? Number of girls to the number of boys. So first you see number of girls to the number of boys. That means we should write in the numerator part as the number of girls. So what is the ratio? 24 by 30. Now you convert into simplest form. How simplest form? You should divide both the numerator and denominator by its HCF. Okay, you have already learned about HCF or highest common factor. So the HCF of 24 and 30 is 6. So you can say that 24 divided by 6, 30 divided by 6, that is equal to 4 by 5, that is written as 4 is to 5. Did you understand? So how to find the ratio of between two quantities? I have asked to find number of girls to the number of boys. So I wrote first the number of girls upon number of boys. So 24 upon 30 So their HCF is 6. So I divided both the numerator and the denominator by the same number. I am getting 4 by 5, that is 4:5. If it is asked number of boys to total strength of the class. So in numerator part, what to be written? The number of boys is to be written. So what is the number of boys? Number of boys is 30. What is the total strength of the class? What is the total strength of the class? Total strength means number of boys plus number of girls. So it becomes 54. So 54. So what is the HCF? Can you say what is the HCF? Okay, 6. Very good. So 30 divided by 6, 54 divided by 6. That is 5 by 9. That is 5:9. So this is the ratio. Did you understand ratio? So ratio is a comparing quantities or comparison between two quantities. Between two quantities of the same kind of the same unit. Same kind of the same unit. Okay. So it is very essential. Okay, it is very good concept, important concept. Okay, in your life, in daily life, in science, in other subjects also, you use this concept. For example, I am writing the formula of water. What is the formula of water? Do you know? H2O. H2O. Okay. If you find the ratio of the number of atoms, okay, so there are two elements. One is hydrogen, another is oxygen. Okay. The number of atoms of oxygen, sorry, hydrogen to number of atoms of oxygen. H2O. Okay. So number of atoms of hydrogen, what is that? 2. Very good. What is the number of atoms of oxygen? 1. So 2 is to 1. That means the number of atoms in oxygen, in water is the ratio 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. If hydrogen atoms are 2, then oxygen atoms are 1. If you take in mass, in higher classes you will study. Okay, so this is 2 and this is 16. So 1 by 8, that is equal to 1 is to 8. This is the mass ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in water molecule. Okay. So in compounds, okay, you will study in higher classes compounds. The elements are fixed in the ratio. They are fixed in the ratio. Okay. So two quantities can be compared only if they are in the same unit. Write down. Two quantities should be of the same kind. Should be of the same kind. And second point, both should have same unit. Same unit. Okay. If they are not in the not same in unit, then you have to convert into same unit. Okay. I am taking an example of different units. How to convert into same unit. Okay. Suppose you are asked to find out the ratio of 30 minutes to 1.5 hours. You see, the two quantities are of the different units. One is in minute and another is in hour. Okay. So you have to convert into same unit. So we can convert into same unit. So 30 minutes, 1.5 hour is equal to 60 plus 30. That is equal to 90 minutes. 1 hour 60 minutes, 0.5 means half an hour, that is equal to 30 minutes, 90 minutes. So 30 minutes by 90 minutes. You just see these two quantities are there in different units. So you cannot compare between these two quantities unless they are in the same unit. So first I have converted into same unit. You can convert the minute into hour or hour into minute. Okay. So 30 by 90. 30 by 90. This can be written as 30 by 90. You will be converted into 1 by 3. 1 is to 3. 1 is to 3. Okay. So this is the ratio of 30 minutes to 1.5 hours. So did you understand? Okay. So 30 minutes to 90 minutes. 1.5 hours. So as they are having the different units, first I convert into same unit. Okay. Then I compare between these two quantities. 1 is to 3. So whenever you are expressing the ratio should be in the simplest form. You know in fractions, simplest form. Okay. So simplest form means both the numerator and the denominator should have the HCF as 1 or common factor 1. Okay. So thank you. Next class we will study about other concept of this topic.